Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That's me, the babbler. That is me. On this morning drive, that we're gonna take a dive. And before I even get started, because I do have a topic in mind, first I want to make this turn safely. And then I just want to say again, I can't stress enough the importance of just communication, guys. Like, this channel is one made for healing, you know, and it starts from our inside, as within exudes on out. So I truly do mean well when I do say, you know, if you have any questions or if there's things that you would like me to discuss or bring up or dive into, you know, for our collective groove here, like it's you know, very important, especially if we're going to like take these kind of dives, to especially even have the support that we need at this time in our lives, especially when we're riding this ride what appears to be alone in so many ways. So, you know, any kind of level of support or healing waves of, you know, just life experience, we all have something to contribute to, you know, the collective whole, if we choose to. That's a choice too, you know what I mean? So by all means, you're free to leave a comment, ask, you know, questions. You can contact me on my email. My email is available in the description box. I'll add it today. I don't think I've been adding it this last couple of posts that I've been sharing, but yeah, because I know that, you know, just based off of just even my own expression and suppression of expression, I attract a lot of people that are not comfortable, you know, commenting publicly and stuff like that. So I get a lot of, you know, private messages and stuff like that. So those are welcome as well. So, you know, if that's important to you, I understand that as well too. So I received a message with someone wanting me to take a dive into just how can they build up more motivation in their lives, because, you know, they're feeling like they're lacking it at this time. So today's dive into is how to find the motivation in you to do what you desire to do. But that is the first clue. What is it that you want to do? Because one of the most important questions that I always ask is, why do you do what you want? Why do you do what you do? And what is it that you want to do? And do you really want it? Because there's something that there's no denying. Now, we can try to find a moment where this applied in our lives, because, you know, these things is not like it's constant. There's, like, if we want to break down certain kind of things to understand things a little bit more clearly, then you know, we have to find these defining moments in our life experience that can help us to articulate better, you know, these things that we're trying to understand a little bit better. There's no denying when you want something, you get at doing whatever it is that you want energetically possible by taking all the action steps and everything to do what it is that you want. And this can apply to anything person, place, or thing in your life. This can be a trip that you want to go on. You want to go on this trip, so you're going to do everything possible to, you know, be able to go, whether that's working extra hours at work, whether that's like, you know, waking up a little bit extra early, or you want to have that fit summer body because you want to have that. You're clear with yourself that you want to have this by this and this time, so you get yourself motivated. Or, you know, you want to do a certain kind of thing, so you got to save for a certain kind of thing. Or you want to date this person, so you're going to, like, go out of your way to, like, run into this person. Or, you know, whatever the case may be. This motivation, this spark, this thing that we can all find a moment in our lives, whether it was short-lived or not, that we can see with clarity what it is that I mean at this time. So when we want something, we get at something. So if we find that we're lacking motivation at this moment in time, then what is the first identifier here that we can go into to dive into a little bit more and trying to bring some clarity and understanding and some wisdom some more, so that we may meet with this energy of motivation, so to speak. And that comes with clarity. What's not clear for you at this time is what it is that you desire at this time. So lack of motivation, it feels like that is occurring in, you know, life at this moment in time. That's one thing. Because you got to remember, these are just pieces of pieces that play a part, that contribute to our whole. So this is not even just the only thing. But if you want to try to go and take a quick little dive to start pulling these clarity of strings that you desire to bring into your conscious awareness, because that is the only way to make any kind of level of change. Because once something is brought to your conscious awareness, you have a choice now. Because you can't deny what's not being known, but you can deny the acknowledgement of what it is that you need to do to get to what it is that you understand and know now, because that holds some level of accountability. So, I mean, there's so many different levels of so many things that, you know, a gift of conscious communion with yourself is monumental to make, to have, constantly going back with yourself. Because the truth of the matter is, no matter what, at the end of the day, especially when it comes to motivation in every kind of way, you got to be your own biggest fan. You have to be the person that is standing for you, all for you. But clarity, you need that shit too. Because if you're not clear what it is that you got going on over here, and that means going in for your win, to understand that I need to understand what's going on in these lands before I can even command, demand, or try to freaking motivate myself in any kind of way. If I don't know what the fuck it is that I gotta do today, you know what I'm saying? So if I don't know, what the hell do I got to be motivated about? And let's not even get into the topic of the energies that circle about, and depending on your astrological like alignments, and also your own levels of healing and truth refinement that exists inside you. There's so many other energies from the outside, external from you, that you're picking up too, that create a heavy. Oh, let's not even get into the dietary like functionings of the things that we consume and we eat that are heavy to spirit, that can physically bring us down. You can't be clowning around. Like, you gotta know your inner lens to understand where this heavy and this lack of motivation is coming from, man. One of them that I can clearly say is, if you're lacking in motivation in any kind of way, it's because you're not clear with yourself in some way about what it is that you want to be doing today. 1. 2, what are you eating? What are you consuming that can be so heavy physically, emotionally, energetically, that you're consuming? Okay? Because and I'm not even saying, oh my God, you gotta be a vegetarian in every kind of way. To not eat meat is a decision that you have to come into alignment with. If that's something that you're going to have in your life, especially if in this level of conditioning in your world, meat is something that you consume all the time. But you got to think about the energy of that taken and the amount that you're consuming, because most times we're consuming way more than what we freaking need. Because once you get into the habit of eating just only when your body's telling you, you're hungry, you will see that it's not as often as you have been conditioned to believe. So we're overeating a lot of things too. So let's think about that kind of thing and the weight that can bring into our physique, into our energy levels. Because you got to understand, regardless of if you choose to be vegetarian or not, you got to understand how these animals are dying. And right before, up until their freaking death, they are met with such horror, such pain, such fear, that is what you are consuming as well. Energetically speaking, of course. Okay? So, that's another thing to take into consideration. Okay, what are you consuming? Because you got to align with your inner align, and that is, if you got to take all of you into consideration for everything. What's externally being received in my world? Who am I surrounding myself around? What are their energy levels like? What can they be transferring onto me that I'm not even consciously aware of at this time, that could make me feel even more so lacking in energy? Because motivation, it's an energy. Okay? So you got diet to take into consideration. You have mindset to take into consideration, because your thoughts become things. How you think, even if you're not speaking it into existence, what you think is how you feel. And how you feel is everything real. So what it is that you're feeding yourself might be the very lacking of love, lacking of cooperation, lacking of participation, freaking cock blocker sensations, these thoughts that we have inside our inner nations. We have to get a little bit more into alignment with our own vibrations. We have to understand what is going on in these inner lands, and if we're not in that kind of level of command to be able to conversate with ourselves, man, then what the hell and who the hell is running your vessel? But anyways, these are just so many things that we can dive into in motivation. But I just want to share with you something that was inspired by this question for me to dive into a little bit deep. For there are things in all of us, man, that we could be lacking in motivation. Like for me, certain things that I gotta do that I've been procrastinating on too. So you know what I did today to uplift these waves of motivation that I'm passing on this channel, on this page, that got me excited right now, is I did something this morning that I've been procrastinating on, just because, and it's not even so that it's like freaking hard. It's just time consuming, and like, who the hell wants to do that? But I had to ask ask myself the most important questions. What do I want? But I want that. Oh, all right, you want this, sister? Oh yeah, I want it. Well, then what you gonna do about it? Well, I'm gonna motivate myself. Really? And how you gonna do that? Well, I'm gonna take the times at this moment in time to do what it is that I gotta do, because that's what motivation be doing. Sometimes we gotta force it into ourselves to do the very things, put in the very practices in that are going to develop that energetic well to swell from within. Because listen, we're going in for our win. So like, this is the kind of spin that you gotta spin. Sometimes you gotta force yourself to do certain things, and then, you know, the gift comes after. And, you know, and that shouldn't be the reason why you do the things that you do, for the, you know, gift of it too. But that comes with the awareness, the conscious awareness of that is what occurs. And sometimes, you know, you just gotta let go of time, and you gotta let go of, oh well, I did it instantly, so that means instantly it should become and receive, like it should be already automatically received by me. Like, I mean, come on, let's let go of those kind of like controlling kind of strings of time-a-ling dings, like, you know, ding ding ding. So but like, and me too, when I did this, I'm like, just do it already, like, you know what I mean? And, you know, this is how we move our own, you know, motivational strings. And so, like, unbeknownst to me, I'm like, okay, so, you know, I'm doing this thing, and oh my god, time consuming it was, because, you know, I gotta go. So, you know, I'm like, no, but I started this already. Okay, so, you know, we're getting it done. And let me tell you, it feels so good. I did something finally that I've been procrastinating on, because I'm like singing this motivational song to myself, because I know what it is that I gotta do for my health, my wealth, my stuff. You know what I mean? So if I know these things, because conscious is me of these inner lands, and I know what I gotta do, man, to take that action, to take that stand, to be in my own demand, command, align, you see. Okay, I did this thing, and oh my god, motivated is me, that it inspired in myself more things that I didn't see prior to doing this little simple freaking thing. Motivated is me. Why? That's in alignment with me. Why? Because I know what it is that I desire at this time. Why? Because I go inside. You know what I mean? Oh my god. So yeah. So, and also another little pointer that I'm just going to suggest on this video that I am going to put to rest at this time, because I want to go more deeper down inside my own freaking hive at this time, because motivated is I. You see what I mean? Cheerleader am I to my times, my shrine, my align. But that means that involved me going inside, understanding, understanding, and putting myself and seeing myself outside of myself, this third party help, okay? So yeah. What was I saying? I like to do things in 3s, 6, and 9s. Okay? So I find 3 a wonderful place to start and be in anything. Take a piece of paper today and write 3 very simple questions that you can start with today. What is it that I want to achieve today? And then let number 2 and let number 3 be this very simple thing. Make it so freaking simple. Make it so simple that even a caveman can do it. Okay? If it's something like, if you haven't washed your dishes in 3 damn days, write that as number 2 today. I'm going to wash my dishes today. Motivate. Yay. If you've been meaning to do some exercise, some breathing exercise, some level of meditation, make that number 3. Be like, I'm gonna give myself 3 minutes to sit down and shut the funk up. That's what I'm gonna call meditation right now. Just for me to sit down for 3 damn minutes to myself and shut the funk up. 3 minutes. I'm gonna even time this little mofo, and I'm gonna put it, and I'm gonna just focus on my breathing for these 3 minutes. Let me see what breathing feels like to me. Let me breathe in through my nose. Let me let it out through my mouth. I could do this for 3 minutes. On my time, 30 seconds. Who the funk cares about time? It's the quality that you invest in your own damn time to get yourself in this motivational align. Okay, you got to take the action-oriented steps to get on your own align to motivate yourself at this time, and you have to find the reasons why. Tap into your worthiness of this inner connect that is quantumly phenomenal and powerful and empowering you in every kind of way. What can I say? Namaste.